All right. Hey guys. Oh gosh. Okay. So I keep playing phone tag with somebody, and I wanted to make sure that I answered her question because it's easier to do this than it is to type it all out in the email. And this is what she requested anyway. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got the email about the my Candida fighter. Her number one question is, how long before I notice the white coat on my tongue begin to disappear when taking the Candida fighter? So again, it's always different for every person, but here's your answer. The same way I talk about reflexology, where you have the pores on your feet are the largest pores in your body, on your body. So the reason why essential oils are best applied on the feet is because they will travel faster through your pores. Now, the reflex points that you are intending to reach, like I said, they're all on a reflexology chart. So it's nothing mystical about it. It's just that the way your nervous system is set up and your veins, your blood vessels, once you apply oil to that area of your foot, it's going to travel up that path to reach that specific area of your body that you are intending to reach. For example, your heart, your brain, your lungs, whatever you're trying to reach. Now, when it comes to the tongue, it's the exact same thing. If you Google the reflexology chart for your tongue, you will see what areas of your tongue are mirroring that section of your body or those organs. So the intestines kind of fall a little bit toward the back, but then, you have you have a few other organs on the tongue area. So that's why I always say the fastest way to get that coat off is when you fast, because now you're doing a whole body detox. Now the Candida, granted, it is more of a cleanse of your intestines, but depending on who you are or what you do you detox? Do you ever fast? Have you ever done a cleanse before in your life? Have you done any organ cleanses? What do you typically eat on a daily basis? These things are going to be reflected in your tongue because of how your organs are, because of whatever state your organs are in. So your intestines, the Candida, it typically takes, I would say, if you're someone who detoxes from time to time, it may take about a week or maybe a little more, maybe even less. A good friend of mine is taking my all three of my supplements, and she's noticing a difference in her detoxing. She's getting the fatigue where every cell in your body is releasing toxins into your system, so it makes you fatigued. It's a whole other different kind of fatigue. It's the kind of fatigue where you are just you feel the toxins going through your system. And so now you feel like you need to lie down and rest because it's pulling on you. Your immune system is calling for you to rest, and you literally want to lie down. It's like it almost makes you feel heavy. So, but she's someone who detoxes often. So that was pretty much the only symptom that she got. However, my sister-in-law, on the other hand, she had sweats. She had, she was having hot flashes, and she takes multivitamins. So that makes her somewhat healthier than the majority of the population who don't take anything at all. Or maybe they're on meds and she's not really on meds. So it all depends on how many toxins you have in your system. But if your toxicity is, if your toxicity level is low, if you pretty much generally follow an alkaline based diet, your results will be much quicker, and you will see a white tongue in about 3 to 5 days. I mean, a pink tongue without the white coat in about 3 to 5 days. And the reason why it happens so fast when you are fasting, because you're doing that whole body cleanse again. And so it's all reflected in your tongue. The tongue is the mirror inside the body. So I hope that helps. And then she also asked about bacterial vaginosis. How long would it take to see some sort of clear up with the Candida fighter? Because, you know, it clears up like yeast infections and whatnot. Let me tell you about me. I do a lot of detoxing and a lot of fasting. So my body responds just like that to anything that I take. So since you are in a position where you're cleaned out, the minute you have something like some ice cream or dairy, you'll start to notice a difference, you know. But then once that's out of your system, and if you don't have any dairy anymore, then everything kind of goes back to normal. So what type of toxins are in your body? How long have they been in your body? How long have you been practicing healthy habits? How long have you done cleanses and detoxes? Have you been doing them for years? Is this something that you just started? So those are going to be the determining factors. If you're new to detoxing and cleansing, expect to see maybe like up to 2 weeks before you really start seeing any. It might not even take that long. You guys, the body is very forgiving. Give it an inch, it will take a mile. It just wants a little help. It just cries out for a little bit of help. So, but it all does depend on your body, and you don't want to put back in things that you're trying to detox out, because if you do that, you won't get the white coat disappear from your tongue, because now you'll have all the toxins being excreted from your organs through that area of your tongue, if that makes sense. So if you're constantly eating junk food and you're trying to see a pink tongue and you're taking the Candida fighter, the junk food is still gonna come through that pathway, or that reflexology whole concept. Okay, I've been told to talk like I'm talking to talk in layman's terms. So if you put frosting from a cake inside the little squeeze tube to design your lettering on the cake, and you squeeze it out, it comes out, right? So the same thing with your tongue. If you put junk food in your body and then it gets distributed through your bloodstream to your organs, as your organs try to break down that junk food, and it has nowhere to put it if it can't properly dispose of it through your waste, then it's going to store it like clutter, and then it'll be in your organs, in your bloodstream, and then it's going to come through on your tongue. It's going to squeeze out on your tongue, and that's where that white coat comes from. So I hope that makes sense. I didn't mean for this video to be this long, but anyway, I did want to get that out because it's been over a week that she asked me that question, and I didn't get to reach her on the phone. So I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, email me again and I'll be happy to elaborate. Anybody else have any more questions, email me, or if it's something that you can put in the comments below, I'll be more than happy to do a video on it. You guys, good night. Have a good night. It is Eastern here where I'm living, so it is after 10 o'clock. And I just talked about going to bed at 10. And now that I'm doing all these extra things, I can feel my body ready to lay down and knock out. So you guys, I hope you get your proper rest. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. All right. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.